Heading into the belly of Hat Green makes investigating somewhere like an asylum child's play. After sealing the upper door, there is no other form of exit or otherwise. No one will hear your screams from the surface echoing around the concrete walls below.
Stoke haunted. Missing. Paranormal. Investigating just got real.
An emergency announcement.
The truth is out there.
Could this underground fortress become the largest surface print in the region? Stay tuned to find out.
Investigating just got real. Your nightmares are our reality. We are Stoke haunted.
Do you have what it takes to be a paranormal investigator? Join us if you dare.
Hat Green, the secret nuclear bunker, is opening the doors to 3 private teams: Stoke Haunted, Misfits and North Staff's Paranormal. 3 intrepid teams passing through the blast-proof bunker doors in the aim to search for the claims of the paranormal in the subterranean fallout governmental bunker. Throughout Hat Green's service, it has experienced many changes to its technology and its structure. Currently covering 35,000 square feet of subterranean ground, the museum pays tribute to those changes and to the purposes for which they were created and used for. For 50 years, the vast government fallout shelter remained hidden within the Cheshire surroundings. It is hard to believe that what you see over there was once the central defence point of Britain. 18 officers, 26 non-commissioned officers and 225 corporals and aircraftmen could have been working below at any one time, which is hard to believe when you look at the outside of the building. Hat Green, also known as R6, began its life as a large-scale decoy during the Blitz. At night, in an attempt to protect Crewe railway station, the surrounding areas of Hat Green became ablaze in a simulated city fire. It was hoped that the fires would cause the passing Luftwaffes to drop their bombs over a different target. Once behind the blast doors, you didn't have to worry about being attacked, as they could withstand the impact of a 5 kilogram steel ball travelling at 20 metres per second. In the 1980s, £32 million was spent to rebuild the bunker, making it operational headquarters. Hat Green's final official role was to assist the United Kingdom's air traffic control. However, that role was short-lived when the station was closed in 1966, transferring the role to the RAF Lindholme in South Yorkshire. The bunker was left in a suspended animation for 10 years, when the Home Office finally purchased the site so that they could turn it into a regional government headquarters. But once again, when the Cold War ended in 1992, Hat Green was no longer needed. The Home Office soon decommissioned and declassified the bunker in favour of selling it to a private buyer. In 1998, the premises was opened as a museum that holds the largest display of nuclear weaponry. Having featured twice on certain paranormal programmes, the question looms: could Hat Green actually be haunted? The alleged incidents include staff and visitors alike experiencing negative energy as they walk the corridors, sometimes resulting in visitors and staff collapsing. Also, a number of full apparitions have been documented, and it's been known for a disconnected phone to ring. With no source of light available, once we descend onto the lowest floor, we will be at the mercy of whatever may hide below. Much has been left exactly where it would have been during active service, which adds an element of drama and seriousness to proceedings. Tonight, Stoke Haunted, Misfits and North Staff's Paranormal will experience what it would have been like to live and work in Hat Green Bunker. We will venture as far down as we can go and follow up on previous claims of supernatural activity. The secret nuclear bunker of Hat Green, Cheshire.
Zulu Mike Echo 5 disabled. Test message ends. Retransmit test message Fox on SX 2000 lines 1 to 8 and data on emergency communications network 2 county main lines 5 to 9. End of test message communication.
But just part of my job is to communicate with the paranormal investigators
and the teams, arrange dates, any other queries that they have. Help them out.
What your experience has been like since you've been here?
Paranormal wise? Yeah.
Any paranormal activity?
Yeah. Well, I did attend a ghost hunt or a paranormal investigation a couple of weeks ago. A couple of bangs. I had a really weird sensation that felt like I was being pushed back of my neck, just top of my shoulders, like I was being pushed forward. That was in the dormitory.
In the dormitory?
Yeah.
So somewhere we might need to...
and my husband, who's quite sensitive to paranormal, he believed he saw some shadows in room 2, which we'll go in a bit. And then, wasn't it last Friday, or the Friday before, I was here on my own, no sounds on, no one else in the building. It was about 8:30 in the morning, and something went bang. What went bang? I don't know. But I quickly kind of closed my office door. This is a bit like them.
You felt at any point really unnerved because of what people have been saying or what you know?
No, I haven't. I've not personally felt unnerved at any time. I try and kind of keep a bit of an open mind to things, because I'm one that kind of lets my mind go a bit crazy if I think about things too much. So if I go downstairs and it's dark, I don't try and think of anything. I just turn the lights on, do what I need to do, and kind of go as quickly as possible.
Have you got a particular favourite place within the bunker?
I like it all really. It's very every room I think is really interesting. I keep being drawn to the dormitory, but I think that's more because of what's happened to me in there. I'm a bit more kind of wanting to find out a bit more.
Probably find me sleeping in.
Room that scares me, but I think it's more in the daytime with the sound effects. We have a nuclear shelter room, so it's what we call the blast room. So it's like lights are flashing, loud noises, so it's meant to be kind of an experience of if there was a nuclear attack. Yeah, so I always find that a bit scary when I'm in there in the daytime, but I think that's more like I say the noises that happen and the lights flashing. The other person to speak to, she's actually away, is Lucy. Like I say, she's always here every time there's a ghost hunt on. Like I said, there's always a senior member of staff on site. It is something that she's asking me to do. If something comes up where she can't do it, for me to be on site instead. And she always does a talk, obviously a health and safety talk, and some groups do ask about the hotspots. Now, Lucy hasn't informed me of this information yet, but obviously she knows that information. And she always sits here or in the canteen or in her office. So when people come back from the investigations, obviously she overhears what people have experienced and seen and things. So Lucy has a bit more of an idea of experience.
Lucy's certainly jumping in for you first, aren't you?
Yes, definitely.
Well, if it's something you enjoy.
It's a good job that the paranormal side doesn't. I'm very curious about the paranormal side. I think I'm more on the believer side of things, but I definitely don't believe absolutely everything is to do with like a ghost or a spirit. So obviously people have different names for them, don't they, and believe different things. So I don't, like I say, something bangs, I don't kind of go, oh, that's a ghost. It's kind of like, well,
You'll enjoy us then, because we don't do that. So it's like, from what research I've done, we're looking at a 35,000 square foot bunker.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that there's 2 lower levels.
There is, the mezzanine floor is not open to the public. It is a restricted area, so we won't be able to investigate. Lucy's the best person to ask about that. She has, it's Lucy's family that own the museum, the bunker itself. So both her and her dad, Rod, who is he stepped down from being museum director, and Lucy took over. They both have amazing knowledge, outstanding knowledge about this place.
You'd need to, wouldn't you, to be able to invest your time and your livelihood in such a complex and extravagant way as to what the bunker is.
Yeah, so they have so much knowledge and that goes way back. So again, Lucy's probably the best person to get all that information from.
Absolutely fantastic. I think for now, that'll be it for now. Yeah, kind of, we go on the fly a little bit. Right, thank you very much.
It's alright, it's okay.